or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of the Radio. So today we need to take a look at just a bunch of awesome stuff. There's a bunch of news stories coming out of China, including things like the Charizard EX you can see on the screen right now, and we need to have a good old chat about all of it. Starting off with this Onyx. Now, this Onyx promo is not the biggest and fanciest promo we've ever seen, and I'm not claiming that it is the biggest and fanciest promo that we've ever seen. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not the point. The point is that this is actually a promo coming out for the Pokémon official card gym Beijing, which is opening on the 10th of September. And what's relevant about this is, you can see the advert for the gym here, and it's got its own little stamp. And that little stamp, logo, phrase it how you will, that is on the card. What we essentially have here is an official card for this gym. There is an official promo for this card gym. Gym is like the card store over in China. It's an official card for this official store. And I think that's awesome. It is, by the way, a reprint of the one from 151. It's not a particularly big, fancy, impressive card. It's not competitively viable or anything like that. I just think it's beyond awesome that when a new card shop, official card shop, opens in China, they're like, hey, here's an official card. There's a promo that can only be gotten here, and we've kind of picked you a mascot Pokemon to go with it. I think that's kind of brilliant. As a side note, we did see this previously with, for instance, Goldeen, which was the Hangzhou promo, and presumably they're going to do more of these. And it's a little bit weird to me, frankly, but I love it, and I honestly wish we had that over here. Now, whether people could be trusted if we had one over here is another question, but I still think it's awesome. If, however, you're not so interested in that, how about the new Mission Reward Pack, the new promo pack that's coming? And basically, when you go and play in locals, etc. over in China, you get yourself a little promo pack. And for instance, one of the big cards here is Houndoom EX, which is, and it's got the promo on it. And what I love is it's literally just the word promo with a silhouette of Pikachu jumping out. It's such a weird, ridiculous, bizarre little stamp to put on a card, but I love it, and I'm a huge fan of it. It's really rather cool. Now, the Houndoom EX is also kind of awesome, because you may notice that is not the art of Houndoom EX that came around initially in Obsidian Flames. That is the alternate art that we got as a promo, and a bunch of people get as promos and all of that. It's not an unknown artwork. That doesn't mean it's not cool. I kind of love that we're getting an alternate art Houndoom here in this promo pack. And again, I think the stamp is kind of dumb, but I say that with so much love because it's just the word promo with Pikachu jumping out. It's such a ridiculous stamp, but it's kind of awesome. Elsewhere, we got ourselves a Tadbulb, which is fine. And then we've got a pair of Natu and Xatu, but you'll notice that the Xatu is the shiny version. So they're not mucking about with this promo pack. We got an alternate art EX. We've got a shiny version of Xatu. I kind of love this, honestly. They are going to quite a lot of effort to make this promo pack kind of cool, and I think that's rather lovely. Big fan of this. Big fan of this. By the way, this is not guaranteed to be the only cards that are available in these packs. They are just 4 of the cards that have been shown off at the moment. It's cool. And it's coming around officially for trainers who complete missions and monthly missions and all of that. But basically, it's just going to your local card store and doing some stuff. And that's kind of awesome. What else is awesome is the big event which is coming up in China very soon. The 2025 Pokémon Beijing Masters. And it's got a mascot And the mascot is Golden Go. And then obviously Pikachu because, you know, it's Pokemon. Turns out Pokemon's actually quite partial to Pikachu. Could you have believed it? And there's just so much awesome stuff going on at this event that we need to have a look at and a chat about. So, we've got ourselves a Beijing Masters special event pack. And basically, you get random basic energy, like this fighting energy. Why? Don't know. Doesn't matter. Everyone's getting one of these, which seems kind of awesome, honestly. We have a little stamped energy card, and it is stamped with kind of the event stamp. So, I mean, look, I tend to play fighting decks more often than not, always have done. I kind of like the idea of getting, like, 10 to 20 of these so that I can always use them as the energy in my Pokemon deck. Is this actually a realistic goal? No! No, it's not a realistic goal. But a man can dream, ladies and gentlemen. A man can dream. Elsewhere at the event, there is, of course, plenty of other swag on offer, including a commemorative badge, which is obviously, you know, the event logo as a pin. And obviously I'm a little bit torn here because on the one hand, oh my word, yes, I obviously want this. I am a pin guy. I think I've made that very clear. And on the other hand, how could I possibly ever wear this at an event? How could I ever wear this to an event? That's ridiculous. It's a hyper-specific pin for the Beijing Masters, and I never went to the Beijing Masters, so does feel like I probably can't actually wear it, which is a little bit sad, but that doesn't mean it's not incredibly cool. Now, there's also a rare candy, which Google translates as magic candy, which makes me delighted, which is just kind of being given out. But then we've also got top 64 rare candy, top 8 rare candy, and all the way up to winners rare candy. There is a second and third as well. It looks like the first one, all right? So we got rare candy for top 64, top 8, and then the top 3, which I think is kind of absurdly good as well. We have promo cards, like winners cards we've seen before. They've just got the event stamp on. So they're cool, but they're not new. They've just got the event stamp behind the writing, which actually I wish every event had winners cards with a stamp for that particular event. I think that would be a little bit better. What else have we got? We got sleeves for the event, which is very cool. A storage box and a flipping die. Now, I know my odds here are very low, but I'm going to ask anyway. If there is anyone out there that can hook me up with one of these flipping die, please, 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 please let me know. This is one of the coolest dice we've ever seen in the Pokémon TCG. I'm not entirely sure what's heads and what's tails. I'm assuming writing is one and Pokemon pictures are another. Don't care. It's got Golden Go on one side, Pikachu on one side. It is one of the coolest dice we've ever seen. So yeah, would very much like one of those. Like the sleeves and box are, you know, the dice box are cool, but the actual die itself is amazing. What's that? There's more? Yeah, we got one of these playmats. When you go to Beijing Masters, 3,000 people will be randomly selected to get this playmat. And I know whenever I say stuff like that, a lot of people listening go, well, hang on a second, 3,000 people, that sounds like a lot. No. To put it another way, if there was an item at the Pokemon Center at like the World Championships, Internationals, whatever, that was limited to 3,000 people, people would be going nuts for that. It would be redonkulously popular. People would be all over it. Trust me. And obviously, you've then got Golden Go and Surfing Pikachu, and Garganacl for some reason hanging around to the side, which I've only just noticed somehow. So yeah, people are going to love this. Oh, and also, if you go and shop at the place, if you go and buy stuff at the event, Charizard. Now, this is Charizard EX, the good one from Obsidian Flames, but it is the alternate art Charizard. Anyone want to try remembering quickly where we got this one? Anyone? Yeah, we actually did get this in the Charizard EX Special Collection. It's the one that also came with a lenticular card. So this is being given out as a kind of bonus for buying stuff, which, to be fair, we did have at Worlds. We've had this at events in the past. So we had what I like to call the Casual Worlds promo. That's a Pikachu fighting against Iron Thorns, which has been given out at events. I believe that was given out at Worlds. I believe that was. Regardless, we've seen stuff like this before, but now it's a stamped alternate art Charizard EX just casually being given out when you buy stuff. And I'm not in a position to get to tournaments in China right now. I would love to go to Beijing Masters and play, or even just hang out, honestly. I'm not in a position to do that right now, but it seems like a really fun event. But I have told you all about all this stuff now, so now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this. Tell me how jealous you are in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel like the lovely AB3, who's been a supporter of ours for a long time now and seems to be a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.